we're 22-2. We're 10-1 in the league, and a team that gives us fits and gives us trouble in Rhode Island, who I think had a very good game plan tonight, gave us everything that we could handle. We did not shoot the ball exceptionally well. We didn't shoot the ball well at all. We were 3 for 23 from the three-point line, and you're not going to win a lot of basketball games doing that. And then our two post players, I believe, had something along the lines of 11 turnovers. And so we were able to gut it out and find a way to win. We're certainly not pleased with our performance. But with that being said, our senior class now has 89 wins in their career, and that sets the all-time mark here at Duquesne. And I think it says a lot about Devanir Workman, Millie Gronish, and especially April Robinson.
What's to say about April? She's not having a great game, but takes that charge at the end to basically seal the win for you guys.
That's a heck of a play. And there was no question about it. I had a great look at it. She allowed the kid to land. The kid landed and just simply put his shoulder in her. And I think the referee made a great call on that one. And it was a very savvy heads-up basketball play from a kid who, frankly, shot it horrifically tonight by her standards and by anyone's standards. But we have a saying that let it fly, and I want April Robinson and Chastity Magrosso and Millie Gronish and Dev Workman to let it fly every single time they have it. They have the freedom to shoot it. With that being said, and us shooting it so poorly in the first half and really all throughout the game, we kept talking about attacking the basket. When we went into the halftime into the locker room, we had only 3 free throws. So we talked about attacking the basket, guard and post, so we could get to the free throw line and hopefully get started that way. It still didn't allow us to get started from a perimeter standpoint, but we were able to score from the free throw line.
Does what happened with UMass, where again it was down the stretch, you guys had to fight for every single point, does that kind of a game help you in this sense?
Yeah, I think it helps us. I think it helps us. I don't think it helps us from a standpoint of it's not a pretty game. It doesn't help you attract fans. Thank God this wasn't on TV. It wasn't a pretty basketball game. It's not what we like. We want to play a game that's fun to watch, that's enjoyable to watch, and that was not enjoyable. And I did not expect that because Rhode Island likes to play fast also. I thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair. But, we had a lot of open looks, and the ball just wasn't going in the basket. But we found a way.
How did you, what was the game plan on Wilson? She got 11 points, but took 13 shots and 4 free throws tonight.
You just want to contest every single shot that she takes. You can't go under screens on her. And then when she gets into the lane, she's very good at being able to elevate and go over top of you. I thought we did a really nice job of Rachel Wadowski, our defensive coordinator, switched her up and put Dev on her and moved April to another guard. And I think that really benefited us tonight and was a smart decision by our defensive coordinator, Rachel Wadowski.
I feel like you guys are, for lack of a better phrase, getting teams' best shots.
Absolutely.
More often now than maybe early in the season or previous years.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, it's clearly that the target is on our back. With us being nationally ranked and being 22-2 and everything like that, and it's February. I mean, this is what we should expect. I mean, St. Joe's is going to come in here and they're going to give us everything that we can handle on Saturday. Saturday is going to be a great basketball game, and I wouldn't want it any other way. It's what you put the uniform on. It's what you practice for. You just want to play better and make the game more enjoyable for yourselves and for your fans.
You called the loss to UMass a quote-unquote death sentence. Obviously, looking at URI's RPI, it's pretty close to that 200 threshold. What would a loss, obviously don't want to think about it, what would a loss have done here in this kind of a game?
You took the words out of my mouth. I don't even want to think about it. I didn't use those words at all tonight. I think it felt different in the huddles. I thought we all felt different as a team, as a coaching staff. But a loss tonight would have been very detrimental to our chances as an at-large team. But we don't have to think about it, so we'll move on.
In what way was the huddle different?
I think that UMass, we were down bigger, I believe, at UMass. It just felt different. The flow. There's flow in basketball, and the flow was much more balanced or toward our positive end at Duquesne. Whereas UMass, there was no flow going our way. Everything was going UMass's way, and how we pulled that one out, I still don't know. But, momentum and flow play a big part in basketball, and I thought we had more of that tonight than what we did in the UMass game.
Even if that's the case, if you felt better about tonight's game, it's just still a couple of games in the short stretch were maybe a little closer than you would like.
Oh, I want to be very clear. I'm not happy with the game.
Okay.
No, I'll be very clear with that. I'm happy that we got a win. I am not happy with the way that we played.
Well, but what does it say about your team that you guys have now won a couple of games where you're not happy with the way you've played?
Well, we've had that a lot. We walked into the locker room after the game at Pitt, and it was dead silence. And there was multiple games like that, St. John's, Pitt, some other ones, where we just didn't feel good about how we won. And we've kind of tried to balance that a little bit and understand it's a long, long season, and we want to have some happiness even when we don't maybe play as well, to enjoy the experience and the ride. How many teams are 22-2 in America? There's not many of them. So we need to enjoy the wins also. But by no means are we happy with the way that we shot the ball today. And I know that Millie Gronish and Chastity and April will be in the gym extra working on their shots. And that has nothing to do with me saying that. That's just the type of kids that they are. I think that Amadeus Samashi, take away about 4 possessions, maybe 5 possessions, actually played pretty well. But those 4 or 5 possessions were horrifically bad. Dribbling the ball off her foot, throwing it to nobody. But you take away 4 or 5 possessions, she played pretty darn well. And I was really happy with some of the things that she did. And she did it in front of her parents, who just came here from Page, Hungary at 10 a.m. And that's, for her, that's the first time her parents have seen her play in her college career. So I think there was a little bit of pressure there. So I was really happy with what she did today.
Alon, what are your thoughts on the win?
What do you think? What's your thoughts? Was it a good win?
Hey, you pretty much said just that.
Should we do that together? Let me do that with you. Here. Ready? Here. Thank you all.
Thanks.